Hi there, everyone. Linda from Let's Talk Prepping. And I was wondering, are you ready for a centralized global system of control where personal sovereignty or personal rights must be ceded to a global government, not a U.S. government, not a government elected by the people, but a government of the elite, the Bill Gates of the world, the Klaus Schwabs of the world, those people. Well, the new the World Economic Forum is meeting in Davos, Switzerland, and they've put forth their agenda for next week's meeting, and that's what they have in mind. So I thought we'd just go look at that and some other headlines, and maybe we can prepare ahead of time to figure out how to stop all of this. Okay, we're over here at yournews.com. And here it says Davos 2023 guest list leaked. Globalists preparing final phase of the Great Reset. And here are some of the people who are going to be there. The FBI director, the CEOs of Amazon, BlackRock, and Pfizer, top officials of the Gates Foundation, Soros Network. And these are just some of the people that are going to be there. 50 heads of states. The most powerful names in government, finance, and business. The heads of the New York Times and NBC Universal. Biden's climate envoy, John Kerry, European Central Bank president, World Health Organization director, CNN's, Fox News. So if you go here then to cooperation in a fragmented world, it'll tell you what the agenda is. And I went over there, and it's the World Economic Forum releases 2023 Davos Agenda for the Great Reset Takeover. And this is by Jamie White. And if you look down here, the WEF claims these problems can be solved with a centralized global system of control. So that's what they're looking for, a centralized global system of control. And that means control of you, control of me, control of everything we do, control of the world. That's what they want. And it's in context of the meta trends of the fourth industrial revolution and climate change. And they list the 5 topics that's going to be addressed. And one is addressing current energy and food crisis in the context of a new system for energy, climate, and nature. And then this website is neat. It gives a translation. In other words, eat bugs. Use less energy in the name of climate change. And then it says addressing current high inflation, low growth, high debt economy in the context of a new system for investment, trade, and infrastructure. Notice we want a new system for everything. And they translate that to mean Putin and COVID, not endless money printing by central banks, will be blamed for the skyrocketing global inflation. And their third on their agenda is addressing the current industry headwinds in the context of a new system for harnessing frontier technologies for private sector innovation and resilience. And the translation, double down on ESG, the Environmental Social Governance Score. So if you haven't looked that up, be sure to look that up. I did a whole, maybe more than one video on that, and a lot of other YouTubers have too. You might want to look at that. So double down on ESG as a necessary sacrifice to fight climate change in the face of corporate ESG social credit score policies collapsing. Fourth on their agenda, addressing the current social vulnerabilities in the context of, again, a new system for work, skills, and care. Translation, personal sovereignty must be ceded to the global government system via vaccine passports and central bank digital currencies. And this is what you really want to watch out for, those central bank digital currencies, because they will control us. And if it's a global government digital currency, it's going to be even worse than if it was just the United States digital currency. And number 5, addressing the current geopolitical risk in the context of, again, a new system for dialogue and cooperation in a multipolar world. Translation, you will own nothing and you will be happy. And that is their agenda, own nothing and be happy. So those are the 5 agenda items for Davos that's starting next week. They're very open in what they want to do. They're telling all of us, this is what we're going to do. So we now have to prepare for that and decide what we're going to do to protect ourselves and our families from all of this. So then I wanted to just go over here to leftist activists in France requisition house belonging to elderly couple to house refugees. January 11th, and this is by Paul Joseph Watson. They said it was a necessity to seize the home because the government hadn't adequately addressed the concerns about new migrants arriving in the area. And the grandson of the homeowners condemned the unacceptable illegal situation and wondered whether the rule of law still applies in France. Now, okay, you're saying it's France, it's not here, we don't have to worry about it. Yes, we do, because what happens over there tends to come over here. And if no place else, it'll start in California and New York. And then over here, naturalnews.com, millions of heads of cattle could soon starve to death due to rail feed crisis. And this is a January 11th by Ethan Huff. And you might want to read that because they can't seem to get the grain via the rail system to the farmers to feed their cattle. Another way they're trying to get rid of what we eat and control what we eat. And reclaimthenet.org, California now has a new digital license plate that makes cars trackable by hackers. So they have some kind of a digital license plate now that you can put on your car. And then this was kind of good news. Gateway Pundit, history in the making. The new state of New California holds its 10th constitutional convention. And part of California here wants to break away and become New California and become a new state. Will it happen? Probably not, but they certainly are trying. So you might want to read through here and see if you think they have any chance of succeeding. So those are some of the things that are going on now in the world. And you really should be concerned about Davos and the World Economic Forum and what's going on over there, because they want to control us globally. They want us to be submissive to the global government, and they want to control everything we do and even think. That's the big thing eventually. So that's what's going on in the world today. If you have any comments, let us know. If you think things are going to get better, or if you have any way that we can protect ourselves and our families from all of this and keep control of our own destiny and not let some people who aren't even elected by us take control of our destiny, let us know in the comments below. Thanks again for watching.